Thank you. We've got more breaking news. 4 people rushed to the hospital when a car jumped the curb in one of the most heavily congested areas in Midtown. This happening right near the Plaza Hotel.
3 of those injured were pedestrians. Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan on the scene where he's been gathering more information since we last saw him at first at 4. Jim?
Yeah, what a scene out here today in Midtown, Sade. A car coming across 59th Street right here at 5th Avenue. The driver somehow lost control of the car, came across this intersection, hit 2 people in the crosswalk right here. But here's the important thing. This pole may have saved a lot of lives because it stopped the car right there and prevented it from going further onto the sidewalk, hitting all those pedestrians. Let's take a look at some video that was shot just moments after this accident this afternoon, where the driver was still in the vehicle. Many of the witnesses believe that driver may have suffered some medical condition because he seemed to even be speeding up as he came across the intersection, according to the witnesses we spoke with, and definitely slammed into this pole so hard and first hit a couple of pedestrians before he hit the pole. Again, 4 people injured. None of those injuries believed to be serious, but it certainly was frightening this afternoon when all of these commuters and pedestrians on the street had a car come right up on the sidewalk. And again, if it weren't for this pole, it might have been a whole lot worse than it was. So reporting live from Midtown, Jim Dolan, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
It was about 3:30. As luck would have it, I was looking in the front and I saw a black car coming at full speed towards us.
When all of a sudden I got a feeling like something had hit me with great force and had literally blown me to smithereens. And the next I remember was that I was on the floor and somebody was trying to lift my head, and I kept asking them, do you think I'm going to make it? Because I thought I was dead.
So he came straight on to us, and after that, what happened, I have very faint memories, except that I was thrown and I was lying on the floor. And in that semi-conscious state, the only question I asked, where is my wife? And somebody answered, don't worry, she is lying there next to you and she is okay, except that she is hurt. After that, I don't remember much except that the ambulance came and they took us to a hospital. They found that I had damaged 6 of my ribs at the lower half.
The ambulance came within 10-15 minutes and they transported us to the hospital for trauma called Bellevue Hospital. That hospital was the pits. We just kept waiting there in queue for the doctor to come and see us. My mouth was bleeding. And then 2 hours later, my son comes running to me and says, Mom, we are moving. And I said, no, darling, I'm in no position to move. And he said, we are moving to a very good hospital suggested by Texas Medical Concierge that has an office in New Delhi. And they suggested that the best place for the pilon surgery of the ankle is hospital for special surgeries, and the doctor to perform is Dr. David Helfet. So this decision was taken in 3 hours thanks to this amazing setup called Texas Medical Concierge.
It was lucky that my son had already taken my wife to HSS hospital with the help of the Texas Medical Concierge, and that I was also moved there. Now, since I was under no treatment, I could not be admitted in SSS, but because of the Texas Medical Concierge personal contacts, they allowed me to stay in the same room on a separate bed. And thanks to the TMC management, that they immediately mustered up their whole team. They were all in the clinic at 6 o'clock and were online with the doctors and other staff of HSS. After this accident, I suddenly realized how important it is. Even medical insurance is not that important as it is that somebody to take your hand and tell you overseas what to do, where to go, who will attend to you. But for Texas Medical Concierge, I don't think we would have been moved to the HSS. I would have been still staying and suffering, and my wife too, in the other hospital, which was, as I said earlier, was like a platform, and the people were lying all over the places, and they were not getting any care. So I would advise every person I can possibly advise, as a friend, as a citizen, that please, you must take some medical healthcare people like Texas Medical Concierge or anyone else for that matter, which is as important as taking any other precaution you take, including overseas medical healthcare.
It was an experience of a lifetime. I don't think I could have got this kind of treatment anywhere in India.